Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel where I will be crocheting it forward in this video by showing you how to make 3 characters from my Sesame Street series. And in this video I'm going to show you how to make Elmo, but while I show you this, it's also the same concept that you use, only different colors for Oscar and for Cookie Monster. I'm also going to show you how to do the Unibrow, which is super simple, but basically it's the exact same thing that you use as far as the eyeballs and the mouth, of course. And as far as his nose went, I did the exact same thing I did with the white part of the eyebrow. I mean of the eye. I just used a bigger hook to make it stand out because Elmo's nose is a little bit bigger. So let's get started. And the materials needed, you're going to need some red yarn, some white yarn, black yarn, white yarn, red yarn, orange, and then I have some brown on standby to show you how to make that unibrow. And you're going to need some scissors. And I'm just using, right now, I'm just using worsted weight yarn. So any kind, I have a smaller hook on standby for my ends, which I always use, and then if I didn't say already, some needles which I already have threaded just to simplify the video. So let's get started. Let's grab our red and our black yarn. I'm going to keep Elmo right there. I don't know if you can see him. Yep, you can. And grab your hook. I'm sorry, did I say? I'm sorry, I just got off work, so I'm a little bit all over the place. 6.0 J crochet hook, or whatever your worsted weight uses. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our magic circle. And do your circle however you like. I always just do mine with an unfinished knot and then I yarn over. And we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to make 5 double crochets in your magic circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then before, what happened to my black? There it is. It's going to show you for a clean color change before you do your last yarn over. You yarn over only 1 loop and then grab your black and attach it. And I'm sorry, I am crocheting by my window. It appears that the sun has come out, and that's like, oh, maybe it's not making it hard. All right, I thought it was making it hard to see. So then we have pulled our black yarn through, so I always put a little knot here just to secure it. You don't have to do that. That's not your style, that's fine. Everybody crochets different. So we're going to drop our red, but we're also going to carry it with us as we do 5 double crochets in black. So the first row is going to have a total of 10 double crochets. And I'm going to pull this magic circle a little bit because kind of all over the place. 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and we're still using the same concept. Only pulling through 1, drop your black to the back, pick up your red, go through both loops. Tighten that. You always want to tighten after you change colors by pulling the previous working yarn. And then we're just going to slip stitch to the top of that first double crochet. So you have a really clean color change. So from here we're going to increase. We're going to start our increases. We're going to do 2 increases in each double crochet. So it's going to be, we have 5 here and 5 here. This is going to be 10, and that's going to be 10 for a total of 20. And I always like to count out loud, but that's all right. 1, 2. Oops, I'm so sorry. I forgot to carry our yarn. We have to carry the black with us. So it'd be right there handy. Okay. 1, 2. I have to carry the tail, just the black. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. 7, 8. And then we're still carrying our black. We're going to do our first 9. And then our 10th one, we're going to pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, and only pull through 1. Drop the red to the back. Pick up your black for that last pull. Okay? And then, as we did before, we're going to slip stitch. No, we're not. No, we're not. Scratch that. We're finishing up the second round. So we're not done with it. We're halfway done. So now we're going to do another 10, 2 increases in each of the 5 double crochets of the previous row. So we're going to go carrying our red. Remember to carry that red. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and here we are in our last one. We're going to yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, only pull through 1, drop the black to the back, and then finish that double crochet with your new color, which is red. And then we're going to slip stitch to the top of the first double crochet. And if I didn't mention, the chain 2s never count for anything. They don't count for a double crochet or anything. They just get us to our height, so it's not looking kind of wobbly and uneven. Okay, so now we're going to chain 2. We're going to carry our black. Remember that. It's really easy to forget that. I've had to start the video over like 3 times already because I kept forgetting. So for this round, the increase is going to be 2 in one stitch, 1 in the next, 2 in one stitch, 1 in the next. Okay, so in that same stitch, we're going to put 2 double crochets, and we'll have a total of 30 for this round. 2, 1 in the next round, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the next round, or the next stitch, 7, 8 in the next stitch. Jeez. 9 in the next stitch. 10, 11 in the next stitch. 12 in the next stitch. 13, 14 in the next stitch. And then your last stitch is going to be number 15. I'm going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, only pull through 1 loop, drop the red, pick up your black, and then pull through. Tighten up with that previous color. And then we're going to do the other 15 in black for a total of 30. Don't forget to carry yarn. See, I was already doing it the other way. It's really easy to do, so don't feel bad if you have to start over a couple times. So we're at 15, 16, 17 in the next stitch, and then 18, 19, 20 in the next stitch, 21 in the next stitch, 22, 23, 24 in the next stitch, 25, 26 in the next stitch, 27, 28, 29 in the next stitch, and then your last stitch should be 30. If it's not, you'll have to go back because it would throw off the rest of the pattern. And so we're going to pull through that first stitch, drop the black, because we are going to drop it completely. Okay, and then slip stitch to the top of your first double crochet. And at this point I'm going to set this down and cut this black yarn because it's driving me crazy. It's kind of tangled up in the red from the carrying. Okay, and so our last and final round is going to be chaining 2 and then the repeat for this one, which is going to give us a total of 40, is 2 in the first stitch, 1 in the next, 1 in the next, 2 in the next stitch, 1 in the next, 1 in the next, and I will count that with you. So in that same stitch we're going to double crochet 2, two, 1 in the next, 3, 1 in the next, 4, and then 2, 5, 6, 1 in the next, 7, 1 in the next, 8. Okay, so this one's going to be 9, 10, 11 in the next, 12 in the next, 13, 14 in the next, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we're halfway through and we should have 20 double crochets. 20, there we go. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, my fingers are tired from typing all day on that darn computer at work. Okay, so we have 30, wait a minute, I lost count, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and then 40 in your last stitch. And if you don't have 40, then you'll have to go back and recount. You've missed a number somehow. And then we're going to slip stitch to the top of our first double crochet, and now we're done with the head. Okay, done with our red. And now you have a pretty clean face here and color change. Okay, so grab your white. I'll show you how to make an eye. Okay, and this is just a 1 round. We're going to do the exact same thing with your magic circle. Okay, chain 2, which doesn't count for anything, and then we're going to put 10 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Close your circle up real tight and then slip stitch to the top of your first double crochet. And you can leave you can cut your yarn for sewing. I'm not going to do that because I've already yarned my needles, or threaded my needles, and then that's your first eye. Now, I did say we were done with our black, but we're not actually, because we have to put the pupil part of the eye. So go ahead and grab your black again, and then do your magic circle however you like, and then chain 2, and then this time we're only going to put 6 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Close your circle up, slip stitch, and I know it's hard for you to see with this black. Slip stitch to the top of that first double crochet. I don't think that was it because it left a big hole. So, where's it at? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Okay. And I'm not going to do that either. I have the black already. So yeah, it's just, it comes to a little bit smaller than the eyeball. I mean, you could certainly make it smaller. You can use a smaller hook if you want to, but I really like the big eye. I think that is so cute. So grab your orange so we can make Elmo's nose. We're doing the exact same thing. Okay, and then we're going to do 10 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I believe at the beginning of the video I said that we were going to use a bigger hook for this, and I think I did. I'm not sure. I don't have my bigger hook here, so I'm gonna improvise and use my size 6 crochet hook, and then my last 2 stitches are going to be a triple crochet, just to make his, because his nose is like 1, 2, and then I'm going to slip stitch to the front, or to the front, I mean to the first double crochet, and then that gives it a little bit more of an oval look. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'll be sewing that one on because I didn't thread the needle. So we'll have Elmo's nose right there, and to sew the black part on, I'm going to show you how to do that. But first I'm going to just take my ends, and since no one's going to be seeing these, it really doesn't matter. You know, you don't have to sew it, like sew the ends in, like take a whole lot of time or anything like that. I just like to, and if you've seen my previous videos, I don't like to mess around with ends too much, as long as they're real secure. On one-sided projects only, yeah, you don't have to do all that. I'm going to show you how I do it quickly here. And grabbing my hook, you probably couldn't see what I did on the black one. But I just take it to the next stitch, and then I'll work it down here by the tail, and then tie both of them together. Not too tight. I don't want it tight enough where it's going to bunch up or anything. That's not cute. So we're just, you know, making it secure so it doesn't come undone. Like I said, it's a one-sided project, so I don't have to put that much thought into it. Okay, so we're going to sew the black eye on first, Let me grab, already have my needle. I'm just trying to make these videos so they're not very long and drawn out. I don't have a camera, I'm using my tablet right now. It doesn't have a pause button, so that kind of sucks, but I'm improvising. So what I'm doing is just taking the top of each, and you probably can't see this because it's black, stitch, and you can see the stitches at the top, just going in and out. That's all I'm doing. In and out, top stitches. Oops. A little crochet hook was wanting to ride along there. Okay, just like that. It's gonna stay secure. And then I turn it around and then just do a little knot. Stick my needle through there. Boom, you got a knot. I like to do at least 2 knots and just anal like that, but if you want to just do 1, go for it. And then from here I would just, oops, I got it upside down, sew it right there. I didn't do the other eye to save on the video, but after that, to save time on the video, oops, you want to like put Elmo's nose like right on top of the other eyeball and just sew it around like I just showed you. I wanted to show you too on my other tablet that if you need, you can actually get on the internet and download some pictures, and you see how his nose is like, Elmo's nose is bigger. So yeah, and then the Cookie Monster is right there. You know, you see how his eyes are kind of crooked. One's on looking one way and the other one's looking the other way. And then there's Oscar, and his eyes are a little divided. And then with the unibrow. So let's move on to the unibrow real quick and finish up this segment of the video. And the unibrow for Oscar is, you're going to take your brow. I mean, you don't have to do this. You can make Oscar and then come back to the video. I would just make note of where you're at on the video. Like if I'm at 25 minutes, 6 seconds, then write that down so you know you don't have to go through the whole video. So we are slip knotting, and then we're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, oops, 10, and you know what, 10, yep, 11, 12. It might, you know, everybody's going to use, you know, it's going to be different depending on what yarn you use or whatever. Just take it and put it over your eyes and see how long do you need it to be. 12. I'm going to do 13, 14, 15, and then I'm going to single crochet backwards to your first. And I believe that's all I did. It kind of looked like a double crochet, but now that I'm looking at it, but I think it was because where I sewed to secure it, I sewed it like on the stitch right here and the stitch down there. And then to get like the frown part, that's really easy too. So let me finish doing this and I will show you. Okay, definitely want to leave at least, I don't know, just to be safe, 10-12 inches for sewing. Okay, and then what you do is when you go to sew, you just scrunch it down a little bit and then continue to sew, just like that. You just scrunch it down. You know, I would start with the bottom, so that would hold it in place, and then finish sewing that way and then go back on top. Okay, and I want to point out too, for Cookie Monster. I made his eyes a little lopsided because some of the pictures that I looked, you know, it just gives him character, you know, but it's going to be your Cookie Monster. So if you want the eyes to be straight, you can, you know, I just said, like I said, if you get on the internet and look up pictures, you'll see that the eyes are normally going like different directions, which is cute, you know, gives him his personality. So yeah, that's it. That's what you need to do, the basics to get Elmo, Cookie Monster, and Oscar. And in my next video, because their faces are a little more oval, I was going to do that and these three in a different video. And we're going to do Bert. Oh wait, this is Bert, Ernie, and Big Bird. I get these two mixed up. I won't get Big Bird mixed up. So again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I will probably be doing that video tomorrow. So I appreciate everybody's patience, and don't forget to subscribe, and remember, together we can continue to crochet it forward. Bye now.